Nice with this headwind today, it'll really help the aircraft slow down. As you get all the gear out underneath it, it really gets draggy. Helps it slow down. Just keep about 10% power. Set your angle of attack in the flare. Use your throttle for altitude. Hello pilots and welcome to Motion RC. Today we are at the beautiful Larks Flying Field with the awesome J-10. This one's been a fun release, kind of an unusual aircraft, but it flies so good, as you can see from a lot of our customers that have got this airplane and been flying it and enjoying it over on our Motion RC Facebook customer community. Make sure you join that discussion there if you want to talk about your aircraft or find out something from a fellow customer. But without further ado, I'm going to take this up for a flight today and we are going to just have some fun. All right, pilots, taking off the J-10. And I have some trim needed. There we go. Much better. Much more better. Hadn't actually flown the J-10 in a little bit, and I have had to get a new radio, so I needed a little trim, but there she is settling in beautifully into that about 10-mile-an-hour headwind. I have the CG pretty far aft today on the aircraft, which allows us to kind of slide it around. Always a good time. Really is a sweet bird. If you want something kind of unique with that nice high angle of attack, this airplane can do it. Let's bring her down from right about there. Slow her down, hold that nose up. And she don't want to ascend today with that headwind. Get a good look at the bottom though. Bring the power in. Let's go down to a lower rate on our elevator. We bring the speed in. Man, it's a sweet flying airplane. Roll to inverted. Not talking too much because I'm having fun. Power off, going into the glide. Gear as it goes by. Shoot, touch and go. Nice with this headwind today, it'll really help the aircraft slow down. As you get all the gear out underneath it, it really gets draggy. Helps it slow down. Just keep about 10% power. Set your angle of attack in the flare. Use your throttle for altitude. We're going to make the next one full stop. Got a little time left on the timer. We're going to call her short. 3-minute timer of useful is going off now. And like I said, we just set that angle of attack, bring her in nice. Awesome. All right, pilots, that was a great flight of the J-10. If you haven't checked this aircraft out, it is available right now here at motionrc.com. I highly recommend you do. Let me get you a quick little rundown of the aircraft. So you have the removable hatch here that's going to have your battery right underneath it. The cool thing on this hatch is it has these two little pads right here that actually line up with two brass receiving points inside the aircraft, and that's what passes the power up to that LED light in the canopy. It also comes with what's called the blue box. There is a blue little box in here that actually does all the mixing for you right out of the box of this aircraft. That's going to go on and make your canards and your two control surfaces on each wing already mix in to work all the ailerons and the flaps and that kind of stuff. Really neat on that. Before we take that out of there though, I want to go on and remove the wings while it's sitting here on its tail. So to show you, the really cool thing here, there are buttons right underneath each wing panel. You just take these, push them, they're going to release. We need to push the one in the back, right there. Once we've pushed those two buttons, it's as simple as just taking the wing panel and sliding it out, just like so. And what you're going to notice right here on the wing panel, there is a little PC board connector, and there's the same part on this end that actually just lines up. And so there's no ribbon connectors or anything. There's literally no connectors. Just push the two buttons, pull these off. Your spars come pre-built into the wing, so you can't lose these. You only have the one spar here, and I'll show you what I do with that here in just a minute. So let me set this wing panel off to the side. We can go on and remove this other side. Literally just push the button, pull the wing panel off. And that's as easy as it is to get this thing ready for transport. The other thing I always pull off for transport, there is a antenna right here on the front. Don't glue this in, it just pressure fits in. You can take and snap that out. If you don't want to set it on these, the ventral fins on the back, these are removable. They're on the missile rail system, so they just slide off. I actually leave mine on all the time. They are cladded in plastic, so they don't really get tore up too easy. I just set this on a towel in the back seat of the car, and it does really well in there. Last thing is our spar. Like I said, that just slides out, and I keep that right in here when we're traveling. Now I'm going to just set it here for now because we still have the battery in the aircraft. So after that flight, we take this and we can pop our battery strap off now. You can see 5,000 milliamp Admiral battery, just a little bit warm but not hot. And we are at 20% or 373 a cell, which is just about perfect. I really try not to pull my batteries any further down than that because that's kind of the optimal landing voltage to not tear up these packs. 3.80 volts a cell when you land is the magic number. So that is pretty much as easy as that is. You do have your two canard servos right here. The refueling tube up here on the front is removable. This just snaps in and out. You also have a removable nose cone. As you can see, this is magnetic. So if you do damage your nose cone by any reason, you can repair it. It is windy out here. The plane keeps trying to run away at me. And the little pitot tube on the end is removable. If you're flying off of grass, I highly recommend taking this pitot tube off of the aircraft. That way, if you do have, it's got a very narrow landing gear. So if you do have an accident and it tips over, you don't dig that into the ground and just break it off instantly. Hard surface guys, you don't got to worry about that as much, but you know, use that more for just for pretty when you're flying off of grass fields. But just like that, this airplane is ready to be stored. We can take the wing spar, like I said, it'll go right on the inside of the aircraft if I put it in there correctly. And then I take that antenna, throw that in the aircraft, and we're all stored up and ready to go home just like that. It's super easy to take this airplane in and out to the field, have a really cool, big, full-form aircraft that isn't hard to transport around. Well guys, if you decide to get one of these, check them out. They are available right now here at motionrc.com in two different liveries. You have the gray version like this, and then they also have the very colorful Chinese demo team version of the aircraft also that's available right now here at motionrc.com. So until the next time, remember, whether it's air, land, or sea, you can get it right here at Motion RC. See you in the next one. Bye.